It's basically a presentation for anyone in IT or procurement, anyone that touches Microsoft, does something with Microsoft, and has conversations with Microsoft and its partners. Based on your company size and organization, you will most likely have a large Microsoft estate. Microsoft is omnipresent in almost any company in the world. There are hardly any companies that don't use Microsoft. And with this comes the entire complexity of the Microsoft portfolio. So you will need to balance purchasing what you need versus what Microsoft wants you to buy. Microsoft has its own agenda, as you might know. They will always push what they want you to buy, and it's important to find ways to keep in line anything and everything that you buy, and only buy what you need. What you'll find throughout this presentation is that preparation is key, and we will repeat that many, many times. Starting early and doing the right things are essential. And your negotiation will only be successful if you know what you need to negotiate. You can only start your negotiation with Microsoft when you know where you want to go and what you are actually using from Microsoft. On top of this, again, dictating the conversation with Microsoft in your negotiation is key. We will show you how to do this, how to make sure that they are going to listen to you and not promote their own agenda. We will cover all aspects of Microsoft licensing on your estate in case you're faced with complex predicaments. And based on our findings in our approach, we see that you can benefit up to 30% by following our process and the negotiation that we do with Microsoft. This is focused on the enterprise agreement. It might go out of date in the coming years. Who knows what will happen with the up and coming Microsoft customer agreement. But for this presentation, we will be focusing on the enterprise agreement. And we will be answering questions like, what is it that you need from a baseline technical perspective? And consider your negotiation. Is there a walk-away position? Is there a best alternative to no agreement, or BATNA? So what will you do in case you can't get from Microsoft what you actually need? For example, if Microsoft is proposing you buy M365 E5, but you know for a fact that you're not using more than E3, and for some users an F3 or an E1 or whatever it is that you need, how will you make sure that you can buy only what you need and don't get stuck in the discussion with Microsoft on buying what they think you might need? Important to understand, for this presentation, knowledge of Microsoft licensing is required. We will not cover the enterprise agreement program in detail. We have different content on our YouTube channel for that. So if you are looking for something to learn about the enterprise agreement, do check out our YouTube page. Every situation, again, is different. We always say this. Your organization is probably one of a kind. It discusses general concepts, but it might not always fit your environment that you're in. And make sure that you understand your options correctly before discussing with Microsoft. To reiterate, preparing yourself is key. If you struggle to receive discounts, like I said before, consider optimizing your environment. We will give you some pointers around this in the coming slides as well, as there are many, many options to license your estate. And finally, obviously, we have hand-on experience in Microsoft, how Microsoft handles this, as we've been Microsoft former negotiators. We have negotiated these contracts on the side of Microsoft, many of them even. As such, we do always recommend that you find a company like ourselves to help you through this difficult matter. And obviously, we'd hope you choose us to help you in doing so.